Minecraft, the game with friendly mobs like sheep and cows, but you also have less friendly like the zombie and the group of skeletons, but the rest are far worse, the mighty creeper, when you're just silly building your house and suddenly they decide to blow it up. So it's time to take some revenge. So I made this build to take revenge on the creepers. What exactly is the build? Let's figure it out together along the way. And so, if we want to take revenge on the creepers, we of course need the location if we want to spawn them in our farm. And what better place is it if we don't put it on the top of our mountain, where we can look at it like a trophy after I build it completely. So, and it is pretty much flat, so we pretty much got our location already. Maybe a little bit of terraforming here, but I think it's good. If I build a more nice decoration that you see later, well, good. But anyway, let's just get straight on to gathering the materials. So most of the materials I still had from last episode, so that was easy to gather, and we started with some collecting slabs. Then I collected some hoppers, then some repeaters, chests, dispensers, redstone, comparators, observers, crafted a lever, crafted 10 buckets, 2 stacks of glass I still had from the previous episode, collected soul sand in the nether, chopped down some trees, and crafted soul campfires with those materials. And so, collection is done. That was pretty easy and I'm happy for once. Now this is the location where I want to build. It's mostly flat, maybe a little bit of terraforming here. You got a nice view over my base, and yeah, more isn't to it. I find a cherry blossom in the background, okay. But without further ado, let's get started on the build, shall we? Farm, and it may look familiar for some. It's a all mob farm, not only a specific creeper farm. Why? Well, because it's simple and I honestly really don't care about only making a pure creeper farm. Every mob deserves to be punished. But it's done, it works. I did not turn it on yet, but some drops fall into it, so I know it's spawn proofed and well. But of course I'm not just gonna leave this ugly build like this, because if I fly away you can see, damn, it's big and it's ugly. So I'm going to cover up with some build decoration. What's going to be? Well, maybe it's a surprise, maybe you know, maybe you don't know. But for my build I need a lot of concrete. And of course I'm not gonna collect it by hand. So of course, if you know, let's go to the end and make a sand tuber. And for materials I won't bother, since most I simply grabbed from the chests from my cobblestone farm or from the previous episode, and I simply crafted the other materials I had. So all the materials we did, I only missed scaffolding, so I went around for a little hunt, and along the way I found a pillager outpost with unfortunately nothing of interest in, a buried treasure map with other stuff, digged around a little bit and I found a loot and I took it with me. Found a savannah village with some melons, so I took that with me. Found a mangrove and a swamp literally next to each other. Found beautiful terrain to maybe for some of the future projects. And eventually I found a mini jungle with some bamboo that I needed for the scaffolding. After that I went to the end for a little bit of cleaning up, and while I was cleaning up a silverfish pushed me in the end, which was a little annoying. And when I jumped back into the portal, I realized I was back at my base, because I forgot to set a spawn point there. So after turning back I made this little construction, because like the old method was patched with the mushroom to remove the polar beams, so I needed to use the same method for breaking bedrock, and it took a few tries, maybe, as you can see. Okay, after finally clearing that and many failed attempts, we got a clear portal frame. So let's get on with the sand tuber. Let's hope I don't struggle too much with that. Okie dokie, I have no idea how messy of a replay mod it was, but our sand tuber is done. I must really like the design because you don't need to use slime blocks or slime pistons. So I also built our simple chunk loader, so let's immediately give it a test. Turn on our chunk loader. It's working. Let's flick this lever and enter the end. Oh, look at that, all coming through. Look at that, it's already filling up with concrete and a little bit of concrete powder. And well, it works, I'm happy. So now we can stand a little bit of AFK.
A few moments later.
Okie dokie, after standing some AFK, and you can see if I may or may not... Okay, and Enderman is angry at me. That the chest and all are completely full of concrete in every single bit. That's a lot. So now we can start the boring task of packing it in and hopefully get enough. And I'm simply gonna start with a lot of red concrete. So after that we almost got all the shit filled, I only missed one more material. And those were red nether bricks. I already got a nice collection of nether wart. All that was left was collecting a lot of netherrack to melt and craft them. And I then made quickly a border around the build so that I could easily make the decoration. Enjoy the time lapse. And maybe if you could guess already, it's, if I said it or I don't remember, it's my giant hand. And honestly, I find it pretty nice with the little details. It could probably use a little more details, but I'm a little lazy at the moment. So before I do the final finishing touch that I really want, I first of all, I want to do something about this. Because I know it's a giant spawning shadow platform, but I find that there's just a lot of space. So I'm gonna simply build something on it that won't affect it too much. So I'm quickly grab the materials. And material wise, again, most of it I got simply from the chest from previous episode. Only new thing is that I cooked up some glass and that I collected some mud for the collection system. Alrighty, now that I got all materials, I can build what I want to build. Some of you can probably already guess what I'm gonna do. If not, you will see it in a second, so let's just quickly build this. And voila, yes. It's a simple sugarcane farm. Is it beautiful? No, absolutely not. Does it need improvements? Yes, but you will see it along the way. You get the gesture what I'm going for. So while I stand AFK up there, I also get a little bit of sugarcane with it. So, but I'm gonna save you the torture of this, so let's just do this. Alright, and as you can see, sugarcane farms are done, and also a little bit of carpet so that mobs cannot spawn. And as you can see, I already got some, but that's because I stand up there, AFK for some gunpowder. And it works, so I don't have to worry about that. But now I need to work on the last thing that I really want, and that is gonna make the creeper up here that I punched into the air. And I'm not gonna make myself it too difficult, because I am gonna make it simple with some black and green concrete powder. And how I'm gonna do it, I have absolutely no idea. So again, I'm gonna freestyle it. Let's just figure it out, and I hope that the creeper looks fine. You gotta be kidding me. I completely forgot to record the replay mod of everything I did. But this is the finishing result, as you can see. It's a small creeper head. Why is it so small? Well, I don't know. I thought it would be bigger. And I also went around and made a little bit of terrain so that you cannot no longer see the farm from anywhere, as you can see, so it may look a little bit of unnatural from some places, but everything aside, I think it's a good job. Only the creeper head is a little bit small, but I honestly don't care anymore about it. It's a job well done, you get a job. It's a creeper farm, I think it's may look a little bit weird. I may in the future place some carpet there, but nothing more, nothing less. And with that out of the way, I can say this project is done. I got my creeper farm, I got the sugarcane farm, so rockets enough, and I took revenge on the creepers. It may be a short episode, but I still enjoyed making it. And I hope I see you all soon for the next one. Bye bye!